kids, where are you? It's time for all the art to tell stories.
In the heart of a lush kingdom called Eldermoor, where golden fields stretched into the horizon and dense forests thrived with life, there was a legend of an enchanted artifact, the silver whistle. It was said to possess the power to call upon magical birds that could command the skies, bringing both beauty and protection to those in need. The artifact had been lost for generations, its story fading into myth, until one day a young knight named Cedric discovered it and became its destined bearer. Cedric was no ordinary knight. Though he was courageous, he had always doubted his worth among the kingdom's bravest warriors. Raised in the village of Willow's Hollow, Cedric grew up watching knights gallop into battle, dreaming of one day earning his place among them. Despite his humble beginnings, his determination and kindness set him apart. One fateful morning, while patrolling the forest near his hometown, Cedric heard a faint melodic sound carried by the wind. Following the tune, he stumbled upon an ancient oak tree with a hollow trunk. Inside, glinting faintly in the sunlight, was the legendary silver whistle. Though unsure of its significance, Cedric pocketed the artifact, feeling an unexplainable connection to it. A week later, disaster struck Eldermoor. A ferocious wildfire erupted in the eastern forest, spreading faster than anyone could have anticipated. Smoke blanketed the skies, and villagers fled their homes, seeking refuge wherever they could. The kingdom's forces were stretched thin, and the fire seemed unstoppable. Cedric, stationed near the edge of the forest, led a small group of villagers to safety. As they crossed a rickety bridge over the river Eelwyn, the flames closed in, trapping them. Desperate to find a way out, Cedric clutched the silver whistle, hoping for a miracle. Blowing the whistle produced a piercing, ethereal sound that echoed across the smoky skies. Moments later, a flock of radiant, enchanted birds emerged from the clouds. These birds, larger and more luminous than any Cedric had ever seen, descended with purpose. They used their massive wings to create gusts of wind, driving back the flames and clearing a path for Cedric and the villagers. The birds' leader, a majestic silver-feathered falcon named Astriel, communicated with Cedric through a series of melodic chirps. Cedric realized that the whistle was no ordinary artifact. It was a bond between him and these magical creatures. Astriel promised their aid, but warned Cedric that their power must be used wisely. News of Cedric's miraculous rescue spread quickly. Villagers hailed him as a hero, but Cedric felt the weight of responsibility grow heavier. The wildfire continued to rage, threatening more lives and the kingdom's beloved forests. King Eldermoor summoned Cedric to the royal court, asking him to use the silver whistle to protect Eldermoor. Cedric hesitated, aware of Astriel's warning. The birds could not solve every problem, and relying on them recklessly could have unforeseen consequences. Seeking guidance, Cedric returned to Willow's Hollow and consulted his mentor, an elder named Thane, who had taught him the values of humility and courage. Thane reminded Cedric that true leadership required balance, knowing when to act and when to seek help. Encouraged, Cedric decided to use the whistle strategically, combining its power with the kingdom's resources to combat the wildfire. With Cedric's guidance, the kingdom launched a coordinated effort to fight the fire. Teams of villagers and soldiers worked tirelessly to create fire breaks and douse the flames. Cedric used the silver whistle sparingly, summoning the enchanted birds to extinguish the most dangerous hotspots and rescue those trapped. As Cedric worked alongside the villagers, he gained their trust and admiration. He saw the strength of unity firsthand, how ordinary people could achieve extraordinary things when they stood together. After weeks of relentless battle, the wildfire reached Eldermoor's heart, the great Elderwood, an ancient forest revered for its beauty and history. Cedric knew they could not let the flames consume it. He gathered his allies, preparing for one last stand. Blowing the whistle with all his might, Cedric summoned every enchanted bird from across the skies. Together, they created a massive storm, summoning rain to drench the flames. The villagers and soldiers fought valiantly, and after a grueling night, the fire was finally extinguished. The kingdom celebrated Cedric's bravery and the villagers' resilience. King Eldermoor knighted Cedric personally, declaring him the protector of Eldermoor. But Cedric remained humble, crediting the enchanted birds and the people who had stood by his side. Cedric returned the silver whistle to its resting place in the ancient oak tree, understanding that its power was not his to keep. He trusted that it would find its next bearer when the kingdom needed it most. Years later, Cedric became a legend, his story told around campfires and in the halls of Eldermoor's castle. The enchanted birds continued to soar across the skies, a reminder of the bond between nature and humanity. In the quiet moments, when the wind carried a faint melodic sound, the people of Eldermoor would look to the heavens and remember the silver whistle knight who taught them the power of courage, unity, and hope. If you like our stories, please like, subscribe, and turn on the little bell so you won't miss exciting stories every day. You are also welcome to share it with family and friends to listen to the story together. Love you.